Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
And happy Thursday to you. We are 1 week away from opening day in downtown Detroit. Oh, man, this is my favorite time of year is coming. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show right here on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. My name is Stick. To my right this morning.
Yo, what it do? It's Corey.
And to my left.
It's Joey.
What was that?
You'll see why in a little bit.
Oh, God.
Yeah, today's going to be a great show. We got Jamaal Williams, new Lions running back, joining the show. Terry Foster's going to be here at 9 a.m. We have Alex in producer land. We have Fish over there. He's dancing because we're close to the weekend. And nobody loves the weekend quite like Fish.
Every single day we come in, it's always like, it's going to be a good show, guys. It's Monday, 4 more days to the weekend. It counts us down every single day. So if you did
Because there's
not
always
know,
events on the weekend. It's the best.
It is the best. We love it. And then, opening day coming up in 1 week. Fish, you going to be down there with us for opening day?
If you guys invite me.
Oh, of course you're invited.
Come on,
We'll
Fish.
talk
You know
about
you're
our
invited.
plans coming up later on in the show, but it's going to be a little bit different. First of all, I got to give a shout out to Levels this morning. They're a new dispensary that's going to be opening up in Ferndale, so make sure you check them out at enjoylevels.com, and you can also find them on Instagram at enjoylevels. But we're going to do this. We're going to take a break real quick, 15 seconds, and then when we come back, this is probably the most fun interview I think any of us have ever done. His name is Jamaal Williams, Lions running back. We're going to talk to him next on the Woodward Sports Network. Good morning.
An ounce at Michigan dispensaries is over $300. Why pay that when you can grow your own? With just one light, you can pull down over 48 ounces every harvest. Do that math and then come see us at Grow Green, where we have everything you need to start growing and a staff of master growers to help guide you. Click growgreenmi.com.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show right here on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, and we're so happy that we got this guest. Actually, Joey got this guest, went out of his way. We call him the mayor around here, and this is the exact reason. Joey, why don't you introduce who we have on this morning?
listen, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, and that guy was Jimmy, who connected us with the newest Detroit Lion, who we welcome to Detroit, Jamaal Williams. What's up, man?
What's happening?
Jamaal, man, how's it feel? Are you officially in Detroit or not yet?
Nah, not yet. I'm in Arizona right now, just for the off-season training and stuff. But I'm moving my stuff now to the D. I'm heading to Detroit, baby.
I gotta warn you, all right? Weather here in Detroit is a little bit different than it is in Arizona. Just letting you know.
Listen, I've been in Green Bay too long. I've been in a frozen tundra for too long, so I don't think nothing could be worse than that. I think Detroit. I'll be out in Detroit. Don't worry. I'm used to the climate.
I think you're absolutely going to love it here. Like, your swag, the way you fit in, and, like, you're dancing on the field, man. Like, that's the type of energy we need as Lions fans. But I'm telling you, like, the people of Detroit, if you score a big touchdown, you start dancing, you're going to set a whole trend here, man.
Oh, let's go. I love trends.
Hey, now hold on, Jamal.
Trendsetter, baby.
hey, now Jamal, look in your introductory press conference, you were going down the line saying who some of the reporters look like. Now up here, what you got for us? Who are our lookalikes?
Okay, all right. Now you said you're lookalike. I actually just go off of your own swag. Put that four back up. Put that four. All right. Yeah. Hey, okay. See, I like his swag with the blazer and the sweater because it's like comfortable, but it's so like business. You know what I mean? Business on the outside, party man on the inside.
Man, he knows me. Like, I don't even know him, but he just called me out.
Let me see. Joey, Joey, I feel like you only like 5'4".
Yes, that's true.
Oh, man. 5'3.5", but all right.
Yeah, I know. And you look like a hell of an ultimate frisbee player too. You look like you're big, right?
Oh, it's cornhole, but all right.
He's like Miss
cornhole?
Cleo, man.
You don't want to try me, man. I'm pretty good. I'm just saying.
I'll take you on the basketball court all day, though. But go ahead, to Corey over there.
You can? Oh, shoot. I'm really slashing. I'm a slasher.
Hey, hold on now. Joey gets mean on the court. This guy, he tried out for the Grand Rapids Drive, so I don't know. He might get real physical with you.
Man, don't think he can shoot. I don't think he can shoot.
So what do you think of Corey?
Corey honestly give me a good vibe. He looks like he watch anime too. He gotta watch
You know what?
Wrestling.
Close. I watch wrestling.
You like wrestling?
I watch a little bit of anime, but I'm a wrestling guy.
Listen. Back in the day, Goldberg was my boy. That was my only dude I liked the most, just because of all this stuff going on. I'm like, hey, you got to be a cold dude to come out with security. That's all I know. They got to come get you. Hey, you ready, man? Let's go. That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
Well, man, we're so excited to have you in Detroit, to get into some football talk. Like, when Adrian Peterson was talking about this team last year, he said we were just a couple pieces away from taking that next step. And some people feel we're in a rebuild, but I see us adding people like you, maybe, getting some good draft picks, and, of course, Tyrell Williams, too. How are you feeling about joining in the backfield with DeAndre Swift and a Kerryon Johnson?
Man, it feels good. I'm grateful to be back there with them, and I'm just ready to go to work with my boys. It's gonna be fun because they gonna see, man. I'm a weird boy. I'm a weird dude, but it's all positive, And I'm always gonna be myself. I'm always gonna be me, you know what I mean? But it's all about getting that job done. We gonna do that in the running back room for sure. So we all gonna have heart. We all gonna have that positive mindset, that competitive mindset to be the dogs and just get stuff done. They know they give us the ball. We gonna get it done, and they know we blocking. We gonna get it done. We got one-on-one routes against linebackers, safeties, anybody. We gonna get it done. So it's just how it's gonna be in the room. So you gotta have that mindset, that mentality that you gonna get it done every time, no matter what. It ain't gonna be easy, but at the same time, you can get it done.
To piggyback off Stick, obviously coming from Green Bay, you're familiar with the Detroit Lions and you've seen some type of DeAndre Swift. What type of mismatch or problems you see you and Swift creating for defenders of the season?
Oh, man, we're going to have fun. I like how my boy run already. He go out there having fun himself, you know what I mean? And he's going out there fearless, and that's how you got to play. And I think just having two fearless people, I think it just makes it contagious for everybody to know that we got everybody's back, and to have people out there who going to make plays for the team. Not go out of their character and do too much, but do what they know they can do and make it productive is how you're supposed to play.
So a little bit of a spoiler, I have never actually been a professional athlete, in case you can't tell.
Of course. I had the feeling. I had the energy coming out of me.
Spoiler alert.
At 5'4", unfortunately, Jamaal, I wasn't blessed enough. But walk us through, us regular people, we've never been through that mindset of a professional athlete. Like, what goes through your head the day that you get let go from the Packers and then get signed on to that new opportunity with the Detroit Lions, which we're so excited for?
Honestly, it's like a regular job somebody else go through, especially it's basically like getting fired, but somewhat. So you basically get fired, you unemployed. You got to make sure yourself is ready to go, and make sure that you're doing everything possible to let teams know that you're in the best shape possible. You're a vet. You know what you're doing. You know what you need to improve on to get better. And, you could be that piece for any team to bring on to help them win. And I'm just grateful for, the Lions for giving me this shot. I'm ready, you know what I mean? And for them to believe in me and the coaches and everybody to give me this opportunity too, I'm not going to let it go to waste because I'm a person about taking your opportunities and making them count. I watch too much anime. Too much anime to not put this in real life, baby. So I'm ready to take my chances and go to work. I'm ready to put in my dues, man.
Well, speaking of anime, we almost have like our own anime character as a head coach, and I'm sure you saw his press conference when Dan Campbell got introduced. So I got to ask you to do one thing for me. If you were to bite off a kneecap, how would it look?
Me? Oh, man. If I got to take a kneecap, I'm doing it like a ninja assassin. You know what I mean? I'm going to pull out a little shuriken and just... I mean, like, you see me, coach.
Hey, remember when I talked about me wanting to play basketball with you? I'm straight. I'm straight on that one.
But when you hear your coach talk like that, like, does that get you fired up as a player? Like, are you the type of player that wants to play for that type of, like, football coach? Or are you like, do you want to play for the analytical kind of nose in the book type guy?
Shoot, I'm down for anybody that's gonna let us feel comfortable to play and be ourselves and go out there and do our best. You know, it's all about making the players comfortable enough to know that they want to go out there and put their bodies on the line for you. You know, and if we know that our coach has our back, like we gonna have his back, then it's all fair game. You know what I mean? And that's just called being a full team, being one as a team. When everybody's on the same page and everybody know what we need to do, and even when somebody's low, we got somebody else to pick them up, and if that person's low, we got somebody else to pick them up. You know, everybody doing what we need to do to help the team. It's gonna be great. I can't wait, man. It's about to be great.
I love that you love football like this.
Now, in Jared Goff's introductory press conference, he talked about coming to Detroit and having that chip on his shoulder after how things transpired with the Rams. You're coming over here from an in-division rival with the Packers. Do you feel that you have a similar chip on your shoulder coming to Detroit?
Yeah, I just got a chip on my shoulder just because I just want to be great. You know what I mean? I just want to be great, get the opportunities to go out there and run the ball, be RB1 if possible, and just do what I need to do to help the team. But at the same time, get more opportunities to show what I can do. And I got a lot to show. And I got a lot of celebrations I'm ready to do. I got a lot of stuff. I'm ready to go.
I like that. Now to try to piggyback off of that. Obviously, Lions fans are familiar with the Packers as we saw them twice a year. What aspect of your game do you think Lions fans are going to be able to rally around?
I think just my effort and just how contagious my juice is, really. Like, I get turned. I know you've seen Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
All of that. That's really me the whole game and the funny thing is I get stronger from first quarter all the way to the fourth quarter. I
love that.
I keep building and building while I'm trying to grind people down mentally in their minds. Like, they don't want to keep playing. You know what I mean? Nobody want to keep hitting. But I do. I like it. It's all a mentality thing. You know what I mean? So I'm just ready to go out there and just show what I got. Because I got a lot of juice, a lot of effort, you know what I mean, that I'm ready to give out. And I'm ready to just do it for my team and have fun, and let's all do it together. Let's go ahead, ball out together, you know what I mean?
I love that, man. It's all about that team effort. And when we talk about running duos, are you more confident in the whole DeAndre Swift and Jamaal Williams duo as you were with the Aaron Jones-Jamal duo?
I don't know. I put them in. It's totally different chapters. I don't try to compare anything, you know what I mean? But
Joey tried to set you up, man.
He did. Look, Joey, see that little man syndrome.
It's that little man syndrome.
Shoot, to bite your kneecaps, I gotta lay on my belly. Snap! I wouldn't even be able to get down there. Good Lord.
Man. All right, a little bit easier question. The Lions have the number 7 overall pick in this year's draft, and obviously one of the biggest hype players that has been coming out is Zach Wilson. You went to BYU. Do you have any insight behind how talented this kid is, how talented he could be, and where do you think he's going to wind up with his NFL career?
Shoot, I ain't got nothing to do with what he doing, but he doing a great job. That's all I say. I go ahead and tell him all the time, you know, he doing a great job. Just keep being himself, and he gonna be great. But it's just he a special player. I feel like whoever gets him is gonna see what type of effort he's gonna give, and that's just what that BYU Cougar life is about. You know what I mean? You go to the wire, you gotta have some type of effort. You ain't got no effort, you ain't gonna last, honestly. So it's just he gonna be a great player. I feel him going. He gonna go early.
Yeah,
I'm saying I feel like top. I'm gonna go 4.
Yeah, Kuiper's got him going to the Jets at 2.
Yeah, so I feel it. He gonna be great though.
All right, now Jamaal, look, every Monday, Joey and Stick, they do a Coney review. When you get settled in Detroit, are you coming to Woodward Sports and doing the Coney review?
What's the Coney review?
Oh yeah, school and Corey.
It's already
snap.
settled.
School and Corey. Come on, tell him about it.
Oh no, y'all can speak to this better than me.
So Detroit is famously known for our Coney dogs, which is chili, mustard, and onions. And it's on a hot dog, on a steamed bun, and it is like it's internationally known, but it's our home and like it's our claim to fame for food right here. Actually, in Scottsdale right now where you are, there's a
I have a question.
Yes, Jamal.
On the Connie dog, can it be chili cheese and no onions and that stuff? Can that still be a Connie dog?
I mean,
Or it has to be specifically chili
mustard, and onions.
See, listen, the
I
second one,
I
Jamal
just
will
don't
let
like
you.
mustard.
Okay, we'll
Okay, I
substitute
just
the
don't like
mustard for
mustard,
cheese.
though.
We'll go with that. You good with that?
Yeah, I can eat it. Then I'll
Okay.
eat it then.
Well, perfect, man.
I'm
then,
down.
then when you finally get in Detroit, you're going to come with me and Joey. We'll pick a coney, and we'll go sample it, and then you can let us know, because I know you'll give an honest
Can I-
opinion.
Can I put barbecue sauce on it?
No,
Don't be no. Hell no.
no.
Not just no. Hell no.
That's me. I like barbecue sauce on it. Mostly anything I eat.
All right, you try it the
Almost
original
everything.
way, then we can doctor it up however you want. That a deal?
Cool. I'm gonna make my own first swag, Kazakage Kani.
There we go.
That's gonna be
man.
nice. Ooh. Jay Boog's first signature Connie. Look, y'all ain't never thought putting some barbecue sauce on
That might be a
Look,
first.
Next level,
might be
man.
They bet, hey, if anybody does it, that means they stole my idea. Just to let you know.
There it
Barbecue
is.
sauce on the Connie is me. Just to let you know.
The evolution is
Yeah.
here, man. And the evolution of the
Yeah.
Detroit Lions running backs are here. Jamaal Williams, thank you so much for joining us this morning on the Woodward Sports Network.
Appreciate
I can't
y'all.
wait to get you in town, man.
Wait.
We're going to have some fun.
Hold on. So I got Corey, Joey, Woodward,
Close enough. They call me Stick.
Stick. All right. Hey, look. Hey, this man got all the nicknames already. Where's your nickname, Corey? Just so I know.
Hey, they just call me K Wood sometimes.
Okay, that ain't bad. Joey, what's yours? Little man, Napoleon,
Man.
Oompa,
Man.
Oompa Loompa? Which one?
Oompa Loompa, I'll take that one. I don't know what's my
Yeah.
nickname. I don't really
The
have
mayor. We call him the mayor.
Yeah, the mayor.
The mayor.
That's what they call me.
Yes, you do look like the mayor from Powderpuff Girls. You look right. Yeah.
Man, I never
that
hated
is
a new
you.
running back so much in my life.
Joey's so sad he set up this interview right now.
Damn, man. Damn.
Hey, but listen though. See, you see how we do this? Look, this is what people be getting on the field when they start with me. I don't even start with people. For some reason, they love starting with me just because I dance and mind my own business. So they want to come in my business, so I'm gonna make my business they business for 4 quarters. That's what,
Love it.
that's
Love
what I
that.
do, baby.
Love it, man. Well, we're looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing you give the business on the field, man. And thank you so much for joining us this morning. Keep dancing, keep that attitude, and we're ready to bite some
Yeah, I
fucking
know,
kneecaps
baby.
this year, man.
This is my move.
All right, John.
This is my move.
Yeah. The sprinkler.
Got my
I'm
dad
gonna
shoes
tell you
on
that
right
there.
Oh,
This is the one you're
shit.
gonna have to learn.
Does he know the blade? Show him the blade?
What's the blade?
The blade dance.
Oh, you got to know the blade Icewood if you're coming to Detroit, man.
So I'm gonna learn these. I'm gonna learn them all.
All right, man. Have a great day, and thank you so much for coming on with us.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a better one. Peace, blessings, love, and all. I see y'all soon, baby.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Jamaal Williams could be my new favorite person.
He's got to be. Like that. I've never in my life, not even just athlete, I've never met a human being with so much energy because he started off that interview because it was early. He started off the interview tired as hell. Like he was literally like this. And then all of a sudden,
He just turned up out of nowhere. I'm like, man, I need whatever he's drinking or whatever he had. I needed that.
He's living right, man. That guy's got such a great attitude, positive energy, and it's going to be fun to have him in the locker room here in Detroit. Like, all I'm picturing is him and Dan Campbell just going absolute ape shit in the locker room before games. Like, Dan Campbell with no helmet slamming into his helmet. Like, let's go! Just going absolutely wild. But, yeah, man, honestly, Joey, we talked about it yesterday, too. Like, one of my best interviews ever, and I've interviewed everybody that I've ever wanted to interview besides Eminem, really, in music and sports and stuff. But this guy is just energy personified.
And there's nothing better to say than that. I mean, his entire energy throughout that entire thing. I mean, ripping on all of us, calling me Oopa Loopa and everything.
On all of us? No, he was ripping on you, dog.
It was just amazing. The entire time was just a great interview.
Yeah, so shout out to Jamaal Williams. Thank you for coming on for that interview. A lot of people in the comments are like, this dude needs his own show, and I think we all agree.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah.
Dude, we would love to get Jamaal Williams his own show when he gets up here to Detroit. So thank you for coming on with us. If that's any indication of the type of dudes they're bringing in for the Lions this year, we are going to have a fun season, man. And I love it.
A lot of personality right there.
Yep. Speaking of the Lions, big news that broke yesterday, kind of near the end of our show, we really didn't get to touch on it, was Jared Goff restructured his contract. He went to $20 million. He converted $20 million of his $25.65 million base to a signing bonus. So this will add cap space for us, $15 million this year, and it'll move the $5 million cap charges for his deal over the course of 4 years. That's how we're going to pay him out that $20 million. But the most interesting part to me is this comes off as a commitment to Jared Goff, at least for 2 years.
It definitely does. I mean, it does not stop the Lions from going into the draft and getting a quarterback, but at least for the next 2 years, Goff is the guy, and I believe that is the correct move because he's already said he's coming in with a chip on his shoulder. They're trying to rebuild the team. You do not want him to come in with any type of low confidence. You want him to come in and be comfortable and know, like, hey, they're going to surround me with as much talent and weapons as I can to succeed, and they have a vote of confidence in me. So it was a great move by the Lions and Goff to go ahead and get that restructuring done.
I like that because it's not like the guy's coming, because let's be honest, everybody's talking about, all right, well, we only got him for 1 year and then we could get rid of him. I kind of like this now because for him it kind of gives him a little sense of security to where he sees that the team believes in him now, and we just got to support him and build a team around him now, even if it is only a 2-year deal with him here in Detroit.
Well, really, I mean, what that says to me is they're not drafting a quarterback this year. Like, they're committed to this guy for 2 years. And, I mean, unless they want to sit a quarterback for 2 years on their rookie contract, which to me is not a great use of supposedly your next franchise quarterback, they're going to give Goff a real look at this because the way they restructured it, the dead money cap hit of $15 million, we would have had that had we not restructured this. So we would have not been able to release him. But now the cap hit is 0.
He's not going anywhere.
No, no.
What do you think, though? I mean, that brings up a good point because why would we waste one of these top picks on a quarterback that's just going to sit down on the bench, especially a quarterback that's in their rookie contract to where we could get better usage out of that rookie contract?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just thought, I don't like when you tip your hand before the draft, and I kind of feel like they did that with this move, like securing Goff for 2 years and making sure that now if we do release him, we're going to get a major hit, but if we didn't restructure this, we would have been fine. Or was it just more important for them to get cap space on the books this year so they could actually sign some rookies, what they drafted, and maybe a free agent here and there?
And that's one thing that I read with them doing this move. They'll be able to go ahead and sign those rookies that are coming in. The other thing, too, is those quarterbacks are more than likely not even going to be available to the Lions at number 7. So to even go ahead and get one of those 4 QBs, the Lions would be probably looking to move up. So in that sense, I'm not that mad at them going ahead and doing the move right now because they definitely needed to free up some money.
Yeah, no, they had $0, like $0. We were going to be operating like, hey, we drafted you, but we can't pay you till 2022. You good with that? Like, you good playing for free this year? So at least now we have some wiggle room. But yeah, the implications of them not moving on from Goff at least next year, I think I don't know. It's telling me that we're not really looking at a quarterback in the draft.
We are not.
And
But I'm not even mad at that, really. Like, yes, I've always talked about how I want Justin Fields here in Detroit, but is that the right move even for us? I mean, do we want to at least give this a fair opportunity and support Goff in every single way that he possibly needs? And seeing the people that are going to be dropping like a Penei Sewell and all of these other big names that we once thought were going to go second, third pick.
Right.
Now, all these quarterbacks popping up out of nowhere, so there's going to be some amazing people that we could still draft at number 7.
Yeah, if the Bengals are dumb enough to let Sewell fall to us, then I love that play because we talked about it yesterday when we were going over Mel Kiper's mock draft. That play is the play for the longevity of the Detroit Lions because you're putting together one of the best offensive lines in the league if you do that. You'll have Ragnow, you'll have Decker, then you'll have Sewell. That's 3 out of 5 that are damn good. Then your Hawkinson is a great blocking tight end. So that's 4 out of 5, 4 out of 6 that are already good. So you just need 2 good linemen to plug in there, and you're on your way. And we have DeAndre Swift, which I feel is the best running back prospect we've had since Barry Sanders, essentially. And I'm not comparing him to Barry Sanders. I'm saying since Barry Sanders, before anybody freaks out on us for that.
Yeah.
And then you know that Goff is very successful in play-action passes. So you build the line, you get the running back, you put Goff in winnable situations, you focus on the defense. I like where we're going with this, and I've liked everything they've done this offseason.
Here's the thing. We've already seen what Goff can do with the Los Angeles Rams. What I mean by that is if you surround him with good talent, he can win. He's not a great QB. He's a good QB. You can win a playoff game with a good QB. You can get to a Super Bowl with a good QB. Mm-hmm. So what they need to do is right now, with them having a good QB, continue to make everything else around him. He's not going to be the guy that is going to lead us strictly to the playoffs just off of his skill. But the Lions need to rebuild this team, and they're going to rebuild it through the draft. So I believe that right now they're in a sweet spot. They have Goff is at the end of these 2 years, he's going to be still pretty young. He's going to be 28. That's still very, very young.
That is young.
So I like where they're at right now. I think that the one thing that is going to be hard for Lions fans, which is for some reason confuses me, is they're going to have to be patient. They're going to have to trust this process. They're going to have to abandon their Lions fans PTSD and really look at the moves for what they are right now. They're rebuilding or retooling, whatever word you want to call it right now. But with Goff in place, just make everything else around them work.
Yeah, there was a quote by Holmes, too, which I thought was interesting. I was just looking that up. It says, I know a lot of people talk about the picks, but a lot of this was Jared when he's talking about the trade that they made with the Rams. He's like, that's the part that sometimes gets kind of, I don't want to say lost, but it's like, okay, we can, a third-round pick and 2 1s, but to have Jared, and again, I think it's like I said earlier, his resume speaks for itself. He's a proven winner, so for him to compete for the starting quarterback position and a winning starting quarterback position, I definitely expect him to reclaim that status. And, that's what we talked about. Like, everybody treats Jared Goff as just kind of a throw-in on this trade. And it's like, no, man. This is like a number 1 overall pick who's been to a Super Bowl. That's not a throw-in. That's somebody that you could actually build around.
And the thing about it is, Lions fans, we all want the Lions to have a younger QB. And with drafting a younger QB like 21, 22, they're going to have to groom them to get that experience, that get NFL ready and understand the game. Goff is only 26. Right. And he knows all of that. He's been outside of winning a Super Bowl, he's been to the mountaintop. He knows what it looks like. That's the kind of guy you want if you have to get rid of a Matthew Stafford. You want a guy who is already experienced and has that credibility and that cash at it to walk into a locker room and look around and say, hey, you guys want to know what it looks like to get to win a playoff game? You want to know what it looks like to get to Super Bowl? I do. I can show you what it takes.
Right.
These last couple of weeks, I feel like I've gained more confidence. Not that I had any lack of confidence in Jared Goff being here. It's just there was really no excitement for me initially, and then I started really looking into it. And then you look at the entire organization right now at the Lions, I feel like just with Dan Campbell and everybody that we're surrounding him around right now, if we could get a good receiver, I'll be really happy with our offense right now.
In the draft, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, and I don't know if we got to use that up in the first round with that number 7 pick, but I wouldn't be mad if we did that.
Yeah, I mean, if we're committed to Goff at least for 2 years, which that's what this is telling me, that's what the restructure is telling me, then, yeah, you get him some weapons, and I wouldn't mind that. But, you know, if Sewell falls down there, that's my dream scenario. At first, I was, like, leaning towards a Micah Parsons and, you know, trying to go defense and rebuild the defense. But I wouldn't be mad if they got Smith or Chase or, you know, Waddle to give us some weapons like that. And now if you actually look at the team, and they do have, let's just say they draft Jamar Chase, okay? So you got Chase, you got Cephas, you got Williams, and then in the backfield you got Swift, you got Hawkinson, and then Goff. Like, that's, on paper, that is not a bad squad to go to battle with.
I mean, think about him being the best quarterback on play action. You pull a play action, you look at DeAndre Swift, you look at Hawk, you look at this new receiver that we draft. I mean, there's some weapons there. I'm not saying we're fully supported on the offensive side yet, but it's not a bad start.
No, I love it. So I'm glad they restructured the contract. Like I said, to me, it says they're going to hold on to Goff at least for 2 years. Like, that's what it's telling me, but we'll find out and see how that plays out with the Lions, especially with the draft. Draft's only like 35 days away, man. I love that. I love that the countdown's already here. The NFL does such a good job of staying relevant.
Year-round, I don't want to hear about basketball, honestly, after the NBA Finals. I'm like, all right, whatever. I mean, this is cool. MLB, I really don't ever care about. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you ain't offending anybody.
But NFL, it's just around the clock. It's they space it out so well. And what's crazy is that whole time they're not even playing, they're still making money.
Yep. That's great, man. NFL is a brilliant marketing machine right there. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, it is time for Joey's News.
Hey, it's Joey from Woodward Sports, and I am here in downtown Fenton at Bridge Street Exchange. This place has so many amazing things for guys. And ladies, this is the hidden spot that you got to come check out. I'm talking Thorogood boots, best boots ever. They have barware. They got the Stormy Cromer hats. They got Carhartt hats, a huge Carhartt selection. They even got Snoop Dogg underwear. So go check them out, bridgestreetexchange.com, and use the code word WSN for 15% off.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's News.
Let's go.
So if you are just waking up with us right now, good morning. Thanks for waking up with the Morning Woodward Show. But you missed the greatest interview that we have all ever had in our entire life. And it was with the newest Detroit Lions running back, Jamaal Williams, who we grabbed from the Green Bay Packers. He finally spoke to media. And that was with us, answering Stick on how he would bite off a kneecap.
I got to ask you to do one thing for me. If you were to bite off a kneecap, how would it look?
Me? Oh man! If I gotta take a kneecap, I'm doing it like a ninja assassin. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull out a little shuriken and just. I mean, like, you see me, coach.
Hey, you see me, coach.
You see me.
I think this has got to be Dan Campbell's favorite player now already.
You want to know what's funny about this? How national media just blew up over that kneecap quote, but all the players just seem to just love it. I love that.
Yeah, those are the guys you want to buy in, man. You want like you want animals essentially. That's what we're bringing. Like, we're letting the dogs out.
Like, think about like your entire offensive line, like Ragnar, for example, just looks up at the defensive line saying, "I'm coming for your kneecaps," and then just growling at him. Like, who's messing with us? The Detroit Pistons fall to the Indiana Pacers 116-111, and former Wolverine Karis LeVert dropping 28 points on us. But the big news that dropped after the game, the Detroit Pistons trading DeLon Wright to the Kings for Corey Joseph and 2 second-round draft picks. And the NBA trade deadline is at 3 o'clock today.
Yeah, you think the Pistons are going to have any more moves today?
Wayne Ellington's the other one I'm thinking.
Okay.
I hope not Plumlee. We got to keep my boy.
Definitely getting traded.
Yeah.
And I have an idea.
You got some inside information, Corey?
I have no inside information, but I just have an inclination.
Ooh.
I would not be surprised if Mason Plumlee gets traded to the West.
to the West. Where do you see him going?
Lakes?
Lakers or Clippers?
Ooh, he'd be filthy on the Lakers, actually.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say that about Mason Plumlee, but yeah.
I don't think they have anybody I would really like to get back, but I just have a feeling that he might get headed out west today.
All right. Well, what time's the deadline?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. So, yeah, we got limited hours before that happens, and we'll find out if any more Pistons get shipped out. I mean, we're just stockpiling picks in the second round. How many do we have now, like 4 or 5?
Yeah, something like that, because they got for Corey Joel, they got 2 of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what are we going to do? Like package 5 second-round picks and maybe move up into the first somehow?
It's not bad. I mean, listen, if we're on this whole tank method right now, just let's finish it off. You know, we're only at 12 wins on the season, too, so we're not missing on much here.
Yeah, the Pistons are doing it like I am not a fan of tanking, right? I've said this. I plant my flag in the ground on this. I don't agree with tanking. I think it's the dumbest thing you can ever do. You're never guaranteed the pick. You're never guaranteed to, like, nail it out of the park. But the way the Pistons are not winning is like almost ideal. Like, it's almost ideal because they're almost there. They're in every game. They're competing hard. They're just not winning. And it's putting them in a position to where they can get an elite player if we draft properly and don't waste our, lottery pick. But if we do it correctly, this is the best case scenario for how the Pistons season was going to play out, and it's what we kind of talked about before the season.
And statistically, when you look at the first half of the season and then after this All-Star break and the way that we came back, the Pistons have one of the best defenses in the NBA. So you're starting to see that the effort is there. You can never take away the effort from this team. They are giving it their all.
Right.
And the best way that they're tanking is by just letting the young guys go out there and get the experience. We don't have an old Blake Griffin out there not dunking in 3-5 years. You don't have a Derrick Rose out there turning over the ball. It's the younger guys going out there, learning the game speed, getting that experience, and then next year you can build on that.
Right.
So I like the way that they're going about it because they're not just saying, oh, just go out there and go lose the game. They're losing games not because they're just intentionally tanking. They're just losing games because they're not experienced enough.
Right.
And that'll change over time. And with Coach Casey at the helm, I like it.
Charles Barkley, the one that surprised us all yesterday, saying who his favorite player in the world is on the basketball court.
Right now, no disrespect to LeBron or Giannis or anybody, James Harden might be the best basketball player in the world, period.
Wow, I was not expecting you to say that.
I say he is the most awesome offensive player I've ever seen. Listen, Michael and Kobe were better players from the guard standpoint, but as far as offensively, they couldn't shoot threes like him. They were not as great as dribbling the basketball, going to the basket, getting fouled. I mean, this guy, every time he goes to the basket, he's going to hit somebody and get 2 free throws. But we got to give that guy credit, man. He is an offensive machine.
Low-key?
I hate to admit it. He ain't lying.
For real.
He's not. James Harden is not the complete, like he said, James Harden is not the complete player that Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan are, the complete player. But offensively, that's hard to argue with.
See, he started off, he said the best player in the world. And then the second time he started talking about it, he said, best offensive player.
Me, I'm on the best offensive player. I feel that the way with James Harden's handles and his long range, that Michael and Kobe didn't have that. They had everything else, but just that all the handles and the long range, I think that James got him beat there. But also too, you have to factor this in. It's a different game. It's played so different. I'm just on the fence of whether James Harden would have been able to play in Kobe's earlier era or Michael's era. I don't believe he would have been able to. But for this era of basketball, yeah, James Harden is the best offensive player out there.
Charles Barkley, I love you, but you're full of shit. Like, there's no way you could even put them in the same sentence with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. And like you were saying, you put Michael Jordan in today's era, he's going to be shooting the 3, like, because that's just a part of the game. You put Kobe in today's era even more than he was, because he was kind of the transition piece from old to new. Like, literally, he was the transition piece because after we beat the shit out of the Lakers in 2004, they changed the rules of basketball so people like Kobe Bryant could have more flourishing games and get open and no hand checking, and they didn't love us holding people under 70 points. But to say that James Harden, even in the same sentence as those two, is almost like a disrespect to basketball.
When you just go strictly off offense, I'm okay with it. When you're talking about a better player than them, that's where I'm just kind of like, totally better player, no, but offensively, James has some things that they do not have, but not to say they couldn't get it. But I
don't know, man. You put James Harden playing the bad boys defense, James Harden's going to fold in the first quarter.
Because the way he plays is he always goes to draw these fouls and whatnot.
Yeah, he's going to draw a foul on Mahorn, and Mahorn going to put him on his ass.
Exactly.
Like I said, I am not a James Harden fan. I just like the offense. Again, I'm sticking strictly to the offense. Offense, James is a total mismatch. But everything else, no, because on defense, James get his ass cooked.
Yeah, I just expect more from Charles Barkley than like drawing that comparison. Maybe draw he's like a Steph Curry or like something like that. But to compare him to those two, like those two are here, man.
I think
James Harden, not even here.
And he played in that time too, which is crazy.
I think what it is one, LeBron is out, where he just went out, but right now it's like prisoner of the moment. James Harden just left the Rockets and went to the Nets, and Kyrie is in and out. KD has not been there, so James Harden has been the face of the Brooklyn Nets, and he has them, really rolling in there. And all the other people that you could really consider for MVP, Embiid is out. It's kind of like, all right, now James is the guy. So I think that's where kind of Charles just kind of went a little bit overboard when he's giving him the praise. Because I think James is playing the best basketball of anybody in the NBA right now, and he's that offensive mismatch. But to go and try to put him in that Kobe and Jordan conversation is if you only look at one dimension of the game, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, like I said, I respect Charles Barkley, but this one he wrong on.
Wrong. So later on today, a game that we could be on the lookout for is the Detroit Red Wings getting another shot at the Nashville Predators after sadly and embarrassingly getting shut out by them on Tuesday. I don't want another shutout. We've already had 2 in a row, so please, no third in a row. But I just wanted to give a quick little shout out over to Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. You always hear me bragging about this place, and it's a place that I'm proud to say that I am a customer of myself and somebody that I get to talk highly about on the Woodward Sports Network, because Kevin and the entire team at Bridge Street Exchange are so amazing. And if you're looking for a spot as a fella to just go and just not have to shop at a mall and waste all that time, one spot, just go straight, get in and out, get what you love. And even ladies, go get your man something from there. So bridgestreetexchange.com is how you can shop online, or go there in person. WSN's the code word to get 15% off.
Yeah, we are 1 week away from opening day, and we're going to talk about our plans for opening day coming up next on the Woodward Sports Network. Are you guys going downtown? We'll tell you where we're going to be coming up.
Welcome to Crumble Cookies. It is Joey from Woodward Sports, and this is my new favorite spot where I like to spend my time because they have the best cookies I've ever had in my entire life, and you won't regret coming here and trying them. Located off of Rochester Road, right next to the Imagine Theaters in Rochester Hills, it's Crumble Cookies. Come try these delicious cookies. They even got their own app. They got curbside pickup. They got delivery. You won't regret it. Just come try for yourself. You'll thank me later. I promise.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you to everybody that's like dropping stars in the Facebook comments right now. You see Facebook does this new star thing. So thank you guys for doing that. And when you're on YouTube, we appreciate all your comments on there, and Twitter. And of course, everybody listening on the app and who has downloaded it. Thank you so much for all the great reviews and all the downloads. If you want to take us with you anywhere you go, just download the app. It's WSN Live, or just search Woodward Sports in your app store. So, opening day, guys. Y'all ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
You ever been to opening day?
Oh, yeah.
All right. There's some people around here who have never been to an opening day, and I just don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Like, it is a holiday in Michigan. Like, when I worked at this mortgage company, big mortgage company, literally on opening day, nobody was in office. Like, nobody.
Right.
And we're talking about like almost 2,000 employees. Nobody was in there.
As it should be. Yeah, I got like my first exposure to opening day as a young kid, and then when I became a teenager and I went to University of Detroit, like it became a national holiday to me, and I haven't missed one in, well, besides COVID last year, I haven't missed one in like 20 some odd years.
That's the crazy part is you look at how long it's been. It's over 720 days since the last opening day that we gotten to be a part of. That's a lot of days.
It is a lot of days. So this opening day, our morning show will be broadcasting live from the Brass Rail. It's the Brass Rail Pizza Bar. It's right there off Woodward, right across from Comerica Park. It is. Oh, Corey, I'm sorry about the pizza part.
Dude, can we do a pizza eating contest?
I'm not tripping about the pizza part. I'm like, oh, that's where all the action really goes down in that area.
Oh, hell yeah. Why do you think we're going down there?
Grand Circus Park, right there.
Yep. We're going to be right outside of that, and then all 3 shows are going to be broadcasting live. So you want to come down and meet D-Mac, you want to come down and meet Joik. It's going to be a hell of a party. We're going down there today to test the internet, make sure everything's all good, and it's going to be a great space. What's up, Fishy?
Does Sean Baligian know?
What? That he's doing opening day?
Yeah, because he, on Monday, he was not really happy to go down to opening day.
Yeah?
He said he might spend an extra day down in Florida.
Yeah, we'll arrange that with Sean, but, we want all the shows down there live doing their thing because it's opening day, and you need to be in the middle of the action. I mean, it's going to be a little bit weird. Actually, everybody that's watching right now, what platform you're watching, let us know if you're going to opening day or if you know people that are going to opening day, because I kind of want to get a good gauge of how many people are going to be down there. I don't think it's going to be like a traditional opening day where it's just balls out crazy. And I do know that the restaurants are only allowed 50% capacity. Some, have head limits to how many they can let in and whatnot. So are people scared to go down? Are they over the fear and they're just going to come down and party? I'm really curious to see how many people are downtown for opening day.
My take on that is this. If you're scared, stay your ass at home because we ain't going to miss you downtown because we're going downtown and it's going to be a good-ass day.
All right. What you got, Fish?
Foster and Baligian touched on Monday, and speaking of Foster, he's coming in today. Ooh, exciting. They predict 100,000 people will be down there.
Okay, so, I mean, that's like 1/10 of what's normally down there.
Oh, it's normally 1 million?
Oh, yeah, it's normally insane. Actually, if you want to look that up right now.
How the hell they know this first? Come on.
What, how many people down there?
Yeah, because they're smart people. They've got they've probably gone to every single opening day.
That figure this stuff out for us.
Now, I got to say this, because I was doing just a little search. I did it last night. I looked at these several lists for the best cities that have opening day. Out of, I want to say I looked at about 5 or 6 lists. Only one of them did not have Detroit on the list at all. Everywhere, all the other lists have Detroit either 1 or 2 as the best opening day.
It is. It is. My buddy actually works for the Tigers, and he says outside of Milwaukee has a good opening day,
really
and Cleveland has a decent one too. But really, outside of that, they don't do it like we do it here, man.
Yeah, Milwaukee, on all of those lists, Milwaukee was up there pretty high.
Yeah. But, that's all Milwaukee has is beer and baseball. Like, we got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm glad it's become a national holiday here, or at least a Detroit holiday. And we're going to be at the Brass Rail. So if you're downtown, you want to come hang out, we're going to have some beads to give away. We got some other fun stuff going on. Like, it's going to be a great time downtown. And all we can do is hope that the weather's great, because when the weather's great, that's when people will really show out.
I know you said you had a St. Patrick's Day tradition. Do you have like an opening day like thing that you just strictly you got to do?
I mean, when I'm not working, because like for the past 3 years, I hosted like that huge opening day tent party right across from the courthouse. In that big, huge tent with DJ Godfather and like Jody Haddad and Craig and all that.
Near
Is it a
350?
Brush?
Near 50?
Yep, Brush Street.
You know what? I'm always over there. I probably see you and didn't even know who you were at the time.
Probably, man. So that's what I do. But when I'm not working, Joey knows, I go down about probably 7, 8 a.m. with a backpack full of beer and liquor, and I just walk around and party hop, because it's literally you see everybody that you haven't seen in the entire year down there on that day. I mean, like, I got Canadian friends that I always see on opening day that come over. People from the UP that I know come down for opening day. So I really just like to be a social butterfly and just walk around.
You're the biggest bullshitter I've ever met.
Why?
This dude says, when I'm working, I do this, but when I'm not working, you always got that backpack with you full of beers.
Okay, I thought you were going to call me bullshit for having the backpack. Well, yeah, no, I sneak my beer into the party, too, because I ain't trying to pay that price.
I'm just mad I might not see no Canadian women at this opening day.
Man,
I can't
say that.
That just hurts my heart because every time I go down there, I see bad Canadian chicks. It's just like, it's the gift that keeps on giving. And
Yeah, sorry, Corey. Borders closed. They're not letting them in.
I know.
Take the camera off.
Joey just almost tripped himself up in his entire relationship.
Man.
Corey brought up Canadian girls. Joey just went nuts and caught himself in mid-sentence.
Listen, there's something about Canadian women. They're nice ladies. That's all I got to say.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Delete the last minute. Bad internet. Where's Jamaal Williams at? Wipe my damn kneecap.
Yes, so shout out to all my Canadian friends. Sorry you guys can't come over and partake in the party. But yeah, 100,000 people projected to be downtown. We will be there having a lot of fun at the Brass Rail. So if you do plan on coming down, make sure you stop by and say hi. We would love to chat with you. So yeah, we'll see you for
I'm
opening
just happy that Corey likes Canadian girls.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Right.
You're the man for that, Corey. I like that.
Look at him.
I mean, look at him.
I don't know what it is. It's something different about Canadian women.
Now it's
They're
interesting
nice.
though, because Corey, you like the thicker girls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Canada provides you with the thickness that you like.
Absolutely.
Those
they
poutine,
yeah.
baby.
That's what it is.
I don't know where it goes, but it goes to a great place.
Yeah, gravy fries, man. That's what makes the Canadian girls thick.
Straight to the thighs.
Snuggle up with them at night. Let's take a break. When we come back, it is time for Adam's bets, and Adam's kind of walking around here a little bit different today. Yesterday was a rough day for Adam's bets. We'll talk about it next on the Woodward Sports Network.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network. Thank you to everybody checking us out on our app and who's downloading it. Every morning at 8:50, our betting guru comes on, and he tells us all about the bets of the night. And, I mean, his record for the year has been pretty damn amazing. But the longer streaks go, the closer they are to coming to an end,
That's
Adam.
right.
And what the hell happened last night?
Last night we put up a nice fat donut for the first time in the 24 weeks that we've been
bagel!
A bagel.
Oh!
An ugly fucking bagel. God damn it, man. Lost $230 last night.
Damn.
Yeah.
But it's bound to happen, right? I mean, your
I
record
mean,
is still, what,
look.
90 and 50?
90 and 53.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But I'm not going to sit here and cry about it.
No, what do? You get back on the damn horse.
Well, not even that. I'm doubling down on my bets. So today I'll be putting 460 instead of 230 on everything that I'm about to show everyone on screen.
Nice.
So, fuck it. That's how you recover.
Right.
Or that's how you put yourself in a deeper hole. But
No, I got a buddy that plays blackjack like that. If he
Yeah.
loses a hand, he doubles up the next hand. If he loses that hand, he doubles up that hand.
That way you recuperate.
I hope he stops at some point, though.
No, you know Hassan. Hassan don't stop, baby. But he walks away with some decent money at the blackjack table with that strategy. I don't do it, but he does it, and I thought it was
if you know
pretty
what
smart.
you're doing, it's actually very, very helpful.
Right.
So, again, as confident as I was yesterday, I'm just as confident. So I'm going to start with NBA action. I'm going to take the over in the points scored between the Clippers and the Spurs, both coming off back-to-back. So it's going to be an interesting game. 221.5. I like the number. Both teams have scored over 100 points in their last 7 games. The Clippers have the second most points scored in the league over the last 8 games, so they're feeling it. Kawhi Leonard's been really great lately, so I'm excited about this game. The next game, I'm actually going to take the under. No Steph Curry. I mean, really? Kelly Oubre, that's what I got to worry about. Maybe the Kings put up 130 and make it close, but I don't see the Warriors getting more than 105 points. So for me, this is an easy call. I'm taking the under at 223. Then I'm going to move on to the NHL. Before I get into my favorite number, I'm just going to take the Maple Leafs straight up tonight. We got to recuperate money. So I'm doubling down. My super lock of the night is going to be the Maple Leafs to beat the Senators. Senators are coming off a back-to-back. An impressive win last night, but I don't give a shit. We're going to take the Maple Leafs in this game. And then, of course, 5.5. I'm always going to bet it every time I see it.
Dude, you love that number.
I love this freaking number. I've only missed on it twice this year. And hockey's been going on for, what, 2.5 months now? 3 months?
I mean, you've converted me into believing that hockey is a high-scoring game.
It is, though. It's so weird. This year has been.
love this number. So I'm going to keep betting it. I'm going to take the over between the Bruins and the Islanders. As you can see, Vegas doesn't think it's a good bet, but I do. Plus 115. Usually these are minus 110. Usually they're just basically giving you even money for it. But today we actually get to make some extra money off of it. So I'm going to take the over. And then Fish is going to love me for this. I'm betting on the World Cup qualifiers. I have no idea what the fuck the implications are for this game. All I know is that Denmark is a way better team than Israel. And why their line is only minus 142 makes no sense to me. Denmark has like 7 European top-tier players. Israel, I don't even know who their team is made out of. So that's an easy call for me.
Fish, do you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be watching.
Well, I know you'll be watching. Do you think Israel doesn't have a very good team compared to Denmark?
I wouldn't say that. Israel's played pretty well, but I think Denmark will win.
Okay. Cool.
And but the implications are, I mean, a chance to play in the World Cup, but they're just growing. It's round 1, so they'll get there.
Got it.
Yeah.
So
2.5 years, Adam. 2.5 years.
I know you're excited. You know, Fish, honestly, my goal is one of two things. Send you to a World Cup or send you to Australia. One of the two.
Well, you don't have to. Well, I guess you can send me. It's in America in 2026.
Oh, no shit.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh,
5-year count. 5-year count.
Fish off.
You didn't know it was in America?
No? Fish, I don't follow the world like you.
My
buddy.
mic is getting muted. I can't.
I'm muting myself. Fish just cut himself up. You've disappointed Fish to that level,
Did
Adam.
he just punch the wall? What did he do? I heard something. What was that?
It's the biggest thing, and you're a soccer person, right? Or soccer person now, and you didn't know it was here? I'm very disappointed.
Oh, man. I have never seen Fish slam the table like Adam out of rage, and he just did it over there. Be careful with the sound booth, buddy. So, Adam, let's run through your bets one more time now that you got scolded by Fish.
Oh, my God. All right, well, we're going to start off with the Clippers and the San Antonio Spurs. I'm going to take the over in this game at 221.5. I'm going to take the under in the Warriors-Kings game. No Steph Curry, no confidence in the Warriors to put up anywhere near 100 points. I'll move on to the Maple Leafs. They're my lock of the night. I'm going to put probably $80 just on this game alone, and that'll be a lock win, I think, against the Ottawa Senators coming off a back-to-back. And then my favorite number, 5.5. I love this number. I don't know how many times I'm going to come up here and say it, but I'm going to keep doing it. I love the over at 5.5 in hockey games. I'm going to bet it between the Bruins and the Islanders tonight. And then I'm going to take Denmark at a really friendly line, minus 142. They're a much more proven European team than Israel is. They have a much better roster. They have actual European players that play in the top leagues. I'm feeling confident about Denmark, so I'll take them. And I'm going to parlay them. And I'm actually putting the 25 into this parlay. So I can't wait to post in today's our betting group.
Yes.
People are going to look at me like, what the hell is going on? But we're going to win today. That's the difference.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put up another fucking bagel. It's unacceptable, guys.
Yeah, we got a group called Best Bets Michigan on Facebook if you guys want to join it. Lots of people in there trading good advice and insider lines and who's playing, who's not playing, whose girlfriend's cheating on them, whose girlfriend's not cheating on them. Like, everything goes into these games. So these guys pay attention to that stuff, and it gives you a little advantage. Yeah, you do okay.
Who was cheating on the girl, though?
Every NBA player.
It was the one Canadian player, Joey.
Yes. What's up, Fish?
Just for anyone wondering, 2026 World Cup's in America, Canada, and Mexico. But the bulk of it's going to be in America.
Thank you,
I'm
Fish.
disappointed
in you, Adam.
Fish, if I'm alive in 2026, I swear we're going to go.
I hope you'll be alive in 2026.
We'll see.
We'll see.
That scares
well, if
me
you
a
want to
little
get
bit.
in on any of these bets, whether we're talking soccer, rugby, NHL, MLB, NBA, you can do it at mybookie.com. That is where you need to go to get in on your bets. And all you got to do, enter promo code Woodward when you first sign up, and we'll match your first deposit up to 50%. With the tournament games going on this weekend, you want to get a little more action going with the games, make sure you go to mybookie.com today, set up your profile, but make sure you use Woodward so you can get that free money, because we want to get you some free money that you can turn into big money just by listening to Adam.
That's why you got a 0 yesterday, because they learned that you didn't know the World Cup was in America.
All right, buddy. Love you, man.
I love this shade right now.
I let Fish down once in 24 weeks,
Right.
and this is what I get.
So let's take a quick break. When we come back, Terry Foster is here, ladies and gentlemen. That'll fire Fish up. Let's get it. I mean, we're inside Grow Green right now, and they have everything. I'm talking, you got your active air fans, you got your big lights over there, big pots, little pots, and Joey, what are you doing right now?
Get some sun.
That's not what those lights are for.
Feels nice.
Go to Grow Green MI today to get all your growing needs and a tan.
You know, I always like to show some love to my people at Northwestern Tech. It is seriously the best HVAC school that you got to get your hands on because they have the best hands-on program there. It's a 10.5-month hands-on program. NorthwesternTech.edu is where you can check them out. And just think about this pandemic. It's been just over 12 months. Throughout this entire time, you could have gotten yourself a degree and started your career and learning this new trade. So NorthwesternTech.edu, check them out right now.
And we welcome the world famous Terry Foster to the show. Here, I'm gonna dip my seat down a bit. Bop, bop, bop. There we go. We can match Terry.
Am I too busy today with this shirt?
No, I love optical illusions.
With the hat matching, look at you.
Is that one of those magic eye shirts where if I stare at it long enough, something will pop out of it?
Yeah, well, I think Jesus or something like that pops out, or the Virgin Mary.
Good. We need them today, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So, Terry, welcome to the show. As we do every Thursday, you come on about 9 a.m. and you just kind of chat it up with us. And today, actually, since Sean Baligian is on vacation and Joik is out, you get to be on afterwards with my man Corey. You and Corey are going to hold it down for a couple hours.
Very excited about that.
Oh, man.
And I'm hoping that we make what's his face? I forget his name right now because I already gave him a nickname.
Are you talking about Mr. Peabody?
Yeah, Mr. Peabody. I couldn't think of his real name.
Art, yeah.
Yeah, Art is Mr. Peabody now. And before we get started, I just want to say that I'm a little disappointed in you guys. From this standpoint that Joey one day wore a nice little polo shirt. You could tell he ironed it and he put it on just right. And you gave him no love for his polo shirt. The man over here wears a sports jacket. He's like, "Oh boy, you look so great, Corey. Man, let me kiss your ass." And,
I feel like polos is kind of the norm here now. It's when you take that next level to the sports jacket that there's always that wow effect.
So are you gonna wear sports jackets from now on?
No, I like wearing sports jackets. I just don't have enough, so I can't wear the same one repeatedly.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I thought you looked presentable, but you got all kinds of shades. I thought that was a little unfortunate.
I'm used to it, T. It's all right.
I mean, I'm really supposed to give Joey credit for ironing his shirt.
Yes.
I didn't even iron it, so I appreciate that.
He didn't do shit but put it on. His girl did everything. It probably wasn't even his girl. It was his mom.
My mom does help with the laundry sometimes.
Sometimes. You do your own laundry, Joey?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man should do his own laundry. Yeah, all you got to do is throw it in and put one. I put pods in there.
Yeah, just throw a pod in there. Easy peasy.
No, it's not that easy because what happens is at first you just throw the pods in and then gravity starts to take over and the pods disintegrate, which is bad.
Got to put them boys at the bottom of the drum.
Brother, I got a question for you. I'm sorry about
let's
this.
get it. No, go ahead, man.
Where are you from?
Like area?
No, what city are you from?
Oh, I'm from Detroit.
Okay. Do you have relatives from the East Coast?
None that I like, I mean, I have relatives from the East Coast, but
I have
none
a test for you. What big sporting event is going on now in March/April?
Besides March Madness,
what do they call that? The NCAA what?
Tournament.
Okay. You're not from Detroit. See, you say tournament. It's tournament if you're from here. So I thought you were from Philadelphia or New Jersey or something like this.
Oh, man, I'm a chameleon. I'll be around everywhere. So who knows? Maybe I might have picked up an accent from New Yorkers or something.
Yeah, well, you got it, brother. You're not from here. You are not from here. I'm sorry. Am I?
You got me thinking now. How do I say NCAA tournament?
No, I love when you come on and rip on these guys.
It's tournament, but if you're from the East Coast, it's tournament.
Tournament,
and that's what he says.
Hey, maybe I hate around too many East Side people. I don't know.
The East Side of Detroit? No, he's talking about the East Side.
I know.
Don't apologize. You are what you are.
Oh, I'm not.
I love how you pay attention to those tiny details, though. Like,
that's what I do.
That is what you do. I've noticed that over the past couple weeks with you coming by and stuff like that. Like, you'll pick up on little things that I never even thought of, and you'll be like, what is this about you? You know, like us saying we and stuff like that when we're talking about sports teams. But those are all great points.
You haven't stopped doing it, though. You're still saying we, aren't you?
You said I'm allowed to.
I am. I did give you permission.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm the only one, right? Joey.
No. They are. Joey says it's
the only one who can is Corey because he's professional.
It's Pro Football Writers of America. You can't do that no more.
You guys are slappies, and I understand that. I accept that. I embrace it. There's nothing wrong with being a slappy. At least you admit it.
Yeah, no, I'll admit that's my squad, baby.
Okay.
And I always tell people it's like if I had an 8-year-old son and he played Little League football for the worst Little League football team ever, I'm still showing up every Saturday rooting for him. And that's the way I feel about the Lions.
But that's your son.
I know.
That's your blood.
The Lions are my blood. This is what I grew up with. I don't know any different. Every Sunday, my dad would sit my ass on the couch with them, and we watch Lions football. So I don't even know how to be a fan of another team or even another city. Like, I can't even justify it in my brain.
I don't question that. The only thing I questioned was saying we.
We, yeah, because I'm not a part of the squad.
You're a slap.
Yep.
And it's all right.
So how's your week been?
My week has, oh my gosh, my week has been weird. I admitted on Twitter that I got my second COVID shot. Oh my God, the shit just hit the fan.
But what way?
The anti-vaccine people are out there. Wow. You're gonna get sick. What else do they say?
They're tracking you?
Yeah, they're tracking you. Like UFOs are going to be following you and everything, helicopters and stuff like that. And then my friend, Ann, who I name her Lippy the Party Girl, she just put on her Facebook she got her second shot and she's happy and she's hoping life returns to normal. Almost immediately, some jerk she doesn't even know says, well, you're not going to be singing and dancing when you get an incurable disease in a couple months. And she's like, well, where'd this come from? That kind of pissed me off because Lippy would not harm I can't even stop. She wouldn't harm a fly. She loves everybody. All she wants to do is drink wine, wear a sundress, and a straw hat. That's all she wants to do in life. But then she mentions she got her second COVID shot, and man, just right away, bam, you're going to die, girl.
Sorry, you got me thinking that it's springtime and sundresses are coming out.
Yeah, my mom went to a place.
Yeah. We love sundresses around here.
We do too. But, I think different than I think of shorts, the little halters. I'm going way beyond sundresses, man.
Yeah, just something about the looseness of the sundress, though, when the cake's walking.
Yeah, when the wind blows and the sun is shining just right. No, that's true. That's true. Now, the only thing about winter that I miss the boots and the women with the tight-ass jeans. That's one of my weaknesses. I love women in boots and tight-ass jeans.
I think that's everybody's weekness.
I think Flo Rida wrote a song about it.
Is it like
sure did.
Is it like the Timbos with the tight-ass
jeans, boots with the fur?
Boots with the fur, baby.
Yeah.
No, I don't like the fur messes it up for me. I like just like some black or some brown boots, a little bit shiny, and wrapped around some thighs and a tight ass. That's what I like.
You're an ass man then.
I'm actually a leg man.
Well, okay.
Me too.
They turn into an ass.
That's where it all starts.
Yes.
It all starts at the legs.
Legs lead to pay dirt. So that's what I like.
I've always been an ass man myself, if we're talking candidly, and that's always been my argument. Like, if a girl has a nice butt, she normally has nice everything else.
You know what? That is a departure. That is a growth from my Caucasian friends. When I was a youth, white guys didn't like butts.
Well, okay. Here,
go ahead, explain this.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, what I find as a nice ass may not be what you guys find.
Oh, so you don't like the big bubble ass? Is what you're trying to say?
The junk in the trunk. I'm talking, because me and my friend Tracy, who rest her soul, used to have this conversation all the time. Because I would send her pictures like, this girl has a nice ass. She'd be like, that's not even an ass.
Yeah, that's true. That's
but
true.
To me, it's a nice ass.
Yeah, that's true. But things have changed. When I was younger, black guys used to be able to resist white women because they had flat asses. And then something happened in the 90s. All of a sudden, white women started getting a little bit bubble asses, and we're like, damn. You sure that's not a sister? I kind of like that. And so then we kind of like, okay, I got to get myself a white girl.
Yeah, you know what they're called in the streets?
What?
Pogs. Fat-ass white girls.
Well, they're not fat. They just have...
Fat ass.
Oh, fat ass. Okay.
Fat-ass white girls. Pogs. And it starts with a P. It's not like, it's fat.
All right. I shall learn something from you young guys.
But you know what? He's not lying. I went to a predominantly white school, and white girls with big butts, some of the white guys were kind of like, not with it. Us black guys are like,
yeah, we scooped in. We're like, bam.
I don't know, Stick, man. Some of y'all brethren made them feel fat, and I'm like, no, you're not
You're
fat.
like, come here, you're beautiful, baby, and you're welcome. You're welcome.
But then the white guys started to change and said, okay, the brothers are swooping in and taking our women. We better start liking asses now.
Right. That's one thing. We had the discussion the other day. I mean, listen, I don't look at girls differently no matter what their weight looks, but we had the conversation of what's the difference between fat and thick. And that's always been something that with my black friends, I would always disagree. Always.
Now, what's fat and thick in your mind?
I mean, there's really no way to show it besides like going through the timeline and actually looking at some pictures. But
to me, it's all about like to the touch. Like if it's fat,
firm.
it's sloppy.
Yeah, if your finger
thick,
gets lost in it,
yeah,
that's fat.
Right.
It could still be super thick. Because it's not just thick and then fat. It's thick and then there's super thick. And then there's all these different categories that get added.
It's so tough, man. For guys, there's two categories: fat and not fat. That's it. Like for guys, for girls, there's like multiple levels of it.
You know what?
We love them all.
Me and Kenny Burke disagree on everything, but we agree on this one. Better than girls with just a long back.
A long back.
I got to tell you about this woman at the Motor City Casino. This girl had to weigh 300 pounds, but she had on her boots and her bling. No, they were bling boots, bling jeans. She had the fingernails sticking way out here.
Yeah, she did.
You couldn't tell her she wasn't the most beautiful woman in that building, but she was 300 pounds. And you know what? I don't know if she was thick or fat. I think she was both. But she was strolling like, yeah, look at me.
Yeah,
confidence. That's all that matters.
And confidence has a lot to do with it either way, no matter what you're looking like. Like if you rock it. Either way. We want to encourage the ladies.
Good thing that for us fellas, women are different. They're not as visual as we are. All we have to do is make them laugh. Tell a joke or make fun of yourself, and they're just, oh, Stick, you're something else. I just love you. That's all we have to do.
Thank God, because that's been my calling card since I was little, man. Is just make them laugh, and that's always been the strategy. If you can make them laugh, that's it, because you can make them happy.
My friend just said this last night. She was just like, dudes' confidence can make up for their looks.
Yeah. Look at me. Like I'm a prime example of it.
You're not a bad-looking guy. Oh, come on now.
I'm an average-looking dude. Like,
don't sell yourself. No, don't sell yourself short, man.
Because to me, like dudes are average. Like
you're above average. I would say. It's
you got an angelic face with a little trim beard.
Oh, thanks, Terry. You're making me feel good.
Listen,
but at the end of the day, I walk into a room with Brad Pitt or those guys. Like I ain't even on that level, right?
How many times you gonna walk into a room with Brad Pitt?
There's some good-looking guys.
All of us away.
But either way, I can walk in that room and I can make her laugh. Brad can't. And that's where my trump card is always come from.
You walk into a room with Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan. Who are the women gonna pick?
I mean,
Duggan got that pocketbook.
Duggan giving him?
Yeah. He might pull a 95% with that one.
There we go. I mean, I've done all right. I'm done all right with what I've done.
Why you gotta do Mike Duggan like that?
Well,
he pulls hoes. I'm sure
he does, but
I think you've seen proof of it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
he does.
If it was just visual, that you look better than Mike Duggan.
Well, thank you, man. And I saw, you were frequenting a bar downriver. You were talking about
the Oak Cafe.
Yeah, and I know Terry downriver. I used to listen to you all the time. Downriver is a very soft place in your heart, and you love the ladies.
Well, that's a myth.
Oh.
I go everywhere. I go to Macomb County, Oakland County. See, everybody doesn't do that. I go downtown. I go to Royal Oak. I'm just equal opportunity. But I discovered this place, the Oak Cafe. Their burgers are great. First of all, and secondly, they have over 200 different bottled beers.
Damn.
And then probably another, not that many on tap, but maybe 10 or 15 on tap. But you can get any beer from around the world. This place is wonderful.
What's your beer of choice?
I'm a Blue Moon guy.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, but out of the bottle, I don't like Blue Moon out of the bottle. There's just something about that.
Yeah, the tap is a whole
you gotta
different
tap
way.
it.
You use that orange slice? Or
Yes.
You good on it? Okay.
No, I go all out, man.
Hey, what are you planning for opening day?
I am going downtown, hopefully, but this whole thing could be canceled. So I'm gonna go down there, hang out, have a few beers. Whatever happens, happens. I don't know.
Well, we're going to be at the Brass Rail, so if you want to stop by and say, hey.
I guess I'm going to the Brass Rail.
There it is. Yes, sir.
I don't know where it is. Oh, yes, I do know where it is.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to the Brass Rail then.
Yeah, it's right there on Woodward, right by, what is it, Central Park or Central?
Grand Circus Park.
Grand Circus. I always get that confused.
Then I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. I heard you're going with Art?
Yes, me and Mr. Peabody are going together. Now, Mr. Peabody is very afraid that the governor is going to cancel opening day.
I am too.
You are?
Yeah, I'm skeptical. She's going to cancel it.
Why do you think that, Fish?
She's just going to look at she's going to do it last minute too. She's going to be like Wednesday night, let's see, numbers are rising, boop, cancel.
I'm telling you right now, if she cancels it, at this point, if she cancels it right now, it's going to be mutiny.
Yep.
It's going to be mutiny.
Yeah, I've never seen this brother mad before.
Oh,
she better not.
Fired up.
It's going to be mutiny. I'm not going to say what's going to happen, but it's going to be people are going to rebel if she cancel it. I think if she would have canceled it before Wednesday, it would have went over a little bit better. But right now,
7 days.
Yeah, right now it's too late for her.
Well, if she's gonna do it, she's got to do it like right now to avoid that. Because if you do it like 2 days before, people are gonna be like, "Fuck it, I'm already taking off work.
Right.
I already had the day off. I'm going down there. You're not stopping me from doing anything."
I already took my money out my bank account. I'm going down there having a good time.
I already made an excuse to my wife. What's going on, Fish?
Yeah, I'd be, we'll say, pleasantly surprised if she does not cancel it.
Yeah.
How do you cancel opening day, though?
She has a tendency to cancel things.
They're gonna play the game.
Yep.
Nobody cares about the game, Terry.
No.
Come on, it's opening day.
Even if the game is being played, people are going to go downtown.
Right.
Well, just look at her habits. She has a tendency of canceling things.
Well, that's the thing. Like, the bars are already at 50% capacity. Some bars already have a head count, and like the bar owners that I've been talking to, because a couple of my friends own bars downtown, they're afraid that the health department is going to use this day to really crack down. Like, of all days,
they could do that.
And that's what she's going to send in. Not like the police, not like authoritative figures, but the health department's going to be out there writing tickets to everybody. And, if you're a restaurant, you could lose your liquor license, and you don't want to play those games with the health department right now.
She shouldn't play these games and do it a lot earlier, because you're really screwing over a lot of businesses the longer you prolong this announcement.
Yeah, well, I think at this point, small businesses aren't a concern.
Now the numbers are up.
Yep, they're going up.
So she can use that as an excuse.
Yep.
But please let us have our opening day. I tell you what, give us opening day. We'll stay in the house for 2 weeks.
I'd make that trade.
Yes.
Yeah. I would definitely make that trade.
I did 3 weeks.
Ooh.
Oh shoot.
Joey.
For opening day. What the hell do we do that's fun right now anyway?
2 weeks is enough. Don't give her no ideas.
Right.
Don't give her no ideas.
Now, what do you guys do on opening day? What's your big thing? Because you don't care about the game.
I could care less about the game.
Same here.
Yeah. I honestly, like, for me, opening day, just being downtown, walking around and just seeing all of Metro Detroit in one place together and upwards of 1 million people, like, that's what it's all about. I mean, there's no opening day, especially last couple of years, our teams have been horrible, but it's still packed. People don't care. It's just so fun, and just the unity and everyone being together having a ball.
It's our holiday. It's our big holiday.
Yeah, for me, a lot of my friends work some high-level jobs where they can't always get off, but they get off for opening day. So I'm able to bump in with them, have a couple of drinks, and just, be able to link up during the day and have some fun. I like that aspect. But also, too, with me doing photography, I just like going down there first thing in the morning, 7 a.m., and just taking pictures of the scene.
Now, you're not taking pictures of the scene. You're taking pictures of the women. You're a freak.
I'm really taking pictures. I really do take pictures of everything. I still have the galleries up, and just the whole everybody mingling together, festivities. I don't think you'll be like it was the past couple of years.
Talking out of his ass. We know where you're taking pictures of.
Is this dude Disney World or something over here?
He worked there. I used to work there.
Oh, that's right. Oh, shoot. So he's from the East Coast, and you worked at Disney, and you're not taking pictures of women.
Women were in the pictures, of
Now
course.
he's making it seem like you take pictures of all dudes.
I walked right into that one.
You did.
Hey, all female only gallery, Corey. That's what we expect.
All right, there it is.
That's it, man.
And then show us.
All right.
My favorite thing to do on opening day is just walk around the city. Like, to me, you know, even when Detroit was awful, like really bad, and they never had any events down there, opening day was always like, not to get too romantic about it, but like a signal of what the city could be. You know, it's a day that we all come together and we're all unified as Tigers fans, and
we don't fight.
There's no fighting.
Have you ever seen a fight during opening days? I haven't seen one.
Just off the top of my head, I can't think. I'm sure I have, but no big brawls or anything like that. It's such a just joyous event in the city. That's why I love it so much. The same thing with like the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Once again, just all walks of life down in Corktown, celebrating, drinking, having a good time. So to me, I just love walking around, seeing everybody and experiencing the best of Detroit.
Now, one year I went to the St. Patrick's Day Parade and hung out with the clowns, the fire department clowns.
Nice.
It was a blast. But you know, for me, opening day is great, but weird things happen to me. One night I ended up in Windsor.
Yeah, you did.
And met a little lady, and then trying to come back over the border at 3 a.m. It's a little rough. You know, your breath might be a little bit stale, and
I always wondered how they just didn't pull everybody over for being drunk as hell coming from Canada, because you knew what was going on in Canada.
yeah, but I played the Terry Foster card. Dude recognized me. I said, hey, let's you ask some sports questions and let me through. And that's what happened.
Nice. What'd they ask you? Do you remember?
Stupid freaking Lions. It's always the Lions. Oh, you think the Lions are going to be good this year? No. Why not? Because they stink. Matt Millen was still the...
oh, yeah.
I said, because Matt Millen is still in town until he leaves, that's the only hope they have of being decent.
Fish, what you got to say, buddy?
Stick, you brought up a very good point. I think that's what she's going to do. She's not going to cancel it. She's going to grab, like, I don't know, 200 health department people, and she's just going to run rampage.
Yeah.
But, two, I was disappointed at Adam earlier. Now it's time for you guys to be disappointed at me, because this will be my first opening day.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm proud.
Oh, wow.
We're proud of you.
You're a young buck, Fish.
Mr. Peabody has never been the opening day.
Yeah, I'm more disappointed in Art than I am you, Fish. You're 20 years old. So we'll have to sneak you in.
Well, it'll happen.
It's fun, man. Even Mr. Peabody. And I have no plans on going in the stadium. I have my hangout spots. I guess I'll be at the brass rail.
That's right.
If I'm allowed in. And then I like going to a place called Breakers. The Penny Reds has the fried chicken, which is delicious. But a lot of times I go to Founders.
Yep.
Just to sample their beers and get some of their sandwiches, which are way too big for one human being to eat. So I like going there and just kind of floating around and messing around with folks and seeing what's going on in Grand Central Park.
Yes. No, it's just always, like I said, it's always just a fun, joyous occasion. And back when Verlander was here, if I put on a Tigers hat, I somewhat resemble Verlander. I'd get mistaken for him all the time, and I would be walking around opening day. People would be like, oh my God, come over to my party and drink.
Really?
And
all right, you got to put the hat on so I can see that.
Yeah. I'll throw the hat on.
Now, were you a jerk to people when you put on your hat?
Hell no.
Then you weren't Verlander.
You think Verlander was a jerk?
No, I thought he was very nice. But I heard stories from people, I ran into Justin Verlander and he was an ass to me. But
my only interaction with him was by far, like, I thought he was one of the coolest guys I ever met. Like, I was hosting V nightclub inside the MGM Grand Casino, and that's where, like, all the big ballers came to buy bottles and club and have fun.
Sure.
And he shows up with, like, Brandon Inge and a couple other Tigers. And, you know, I'm the host, so I walk up to him, hey, you know, I'm Stick. Welcome to the nightclub. Do you want me to shout you out and let people know that you're here? You know, how do you
sure
want
he said no.
Exactly. He was like, no, I'm good. I don't, you know, just kind of want to hang out and relax tonight. And then you get Brandon Inge drunk as shit, hanging over with his bottle, trying to call chicks up to the booth and stuff like that. And I thought Verlander was very humble, very nice, very accommodating to us, and he tipped very well. And then, you know, you got the Brandon Inges of the team just hammered trying to smash.
Brandon Inge was cool. I know he was drunk with, but in real life, he was a cool guy. And when my interaction with Verlander was always great, and I came from the journalist standpoint. I know other sports writers said he was an ass, but he was cool with me, so that's all I have to go by. I'm just going by what other people have said, so I liked him.
Yeah. Yeah, I met a ton of people there. Like Ziggy Ansah used to roll through all the time.
Oh, God.
The guy that I used to party with the hardest, that was one of my favorite ex-Detroit sports players of all time, Shawn Rogers.
Oh, man.
Big baby.
He could drink.
Oh, my God. Him, James Hall, like Kevin Jones, Teddy Lehman, all used to come to, there's a spot in Dearborn called Venue that we used to do on Thursday nights. And, you know, Fridays they're walkthrough with helmets, so they can go out and party on Thursday nights. And these guys, man, just first of all, American Express black cards for everybody. And, you know, me and my buddy Limpy went up to the bar to get a couple shots of tequila, and, like, James Hall's standing there. And we're just buying shots, right? Hall's like, no, give me a bottle. And, you know, he gets his bottle of Patron, and those guys would go hard as hell on Thursdays.
I feel compromised. I've never seen a black card.
Really?
Never. Maybe in a commercial.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen
real
quite
life,
a bit of them.
They're heavy.
Shooter.
No, yeah, no.
You say they're heavy?
Yeah,
I've never held one.
One of my frat
They're
brothers
like
has
metal.
one of my frat brothers has one. It's some weight to it. It's different. It's weird. I don't know what material it is, but it has some weight to it.
Yeah, some of those real nice cards, they put something in it. It's like a little lead or something that make you, you know, hey, I'm the man.
Yeah, it just feels better. It feels more powerful when it's not just plastic. But yeah, you know, they'd slam that black card down, buy $350 bottles like it was me buying a shot for $12. And, you know, because I was an intern at the time, so I wasn't making money back then.
Oh, so you didn't buy any rounds?
No. I mean, that's how I got paid back then, was the liquor.
Oh, you were like the women. No, but you're like the woman at the in Vegas by the swimming pools. What they do is they put women in bikinis, and then they try to solicit guys to buy drinks. So you were like a bikini babe.
Yeah, for James Hall. I was like, hey, James, you want to buy that fifth of Patron? Let's do some shots, baby. But yeah, and the other Lions I've partied with, let's see, Dominic Raiola used to come to Tonic all the time in Pontiac.
What?
Yes, that is true. Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
Because Dom lives near Pontiac.
Okay. Yeah, and Brandon Pettigrew used to come, and who was it? Fullman?
So is that why they're not winning? Was because of you? You getting them drunk all the time?
I mean,
that's a choice they made on their own.
I
They're
can
adults.
definitely attest to when Shawn Rogers was playing. I made him play a little different on Sundays because they tried to drink with us, and we're professional drinkers. They're professional athletes, and sometimes it didn't mix. Like at one point, Shawn Rogers was bench pressing a chick in the middle of the club.
I mean, his what's his name was in the club, tonguing chicks in the mouth. Ziggy. Ziggy used to get turned.
Yeah, and that's the weird part about these athletes is they don't really know how to talk to women.
They don't.
Because like I would.
Well, they don't have to.
Exactly. But when you bring a girl over, like I literally brought a girl over to Shawn Rogers to introduce her to him, and he started acting like a raptor.
Yeah, man, just be yourself.
Like, what are you doing, bro? I'm trying to serve you this girl, like, introduce her to you, and you're... Rah! Rah! It was the weirdest thing I'd ever experienced in my life.
Man, they should have cut him right then. That's ridiculous.
He was amazing, though. I loved watching. Remember that, like, 80-yard return he had on a fumble recovery?
And he's hilarious, too.
He's
a funny
great guy. Yep.
But then he stopped talking to the media, and then I became the asshole.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he stopped talking to the media. And before that, every time you go up to his locker room, he just cracked jokes and make you laugh and had great quotes. And then one day he was like, I ain't talking to y'all. I'm like, what's up? What did we do? And there was nobody wrote anything that pissed him off. He just said, I'm done.
From the Detroit athletes that you've interviewed or met, like, who's probably your worst interaction?
Ooh, man, worst interaction. Probably... Well, not in an evil way, but Barry Sanders. From the standpoint, Barry really didn't want to talk. And so I would ask Barry questions, and he started asking me questions. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to be in the story. I can't quote myself in the story. I said, you're the one that just ran through 11 dudes and disappeared and then scored a touchdown. I didn't do that. So I would ask him questions, and he said, well, what did you think? What did you think I did well? I'm like, dude. So he was difficult to deal with, but not in a mean way.
Right. Yeah, and that's just kind of Barry in a nutshell, right? Like that's why he just kind of walked away from the game. He was just kind of a secluded man who didn't want the fame, but he was so damn good it just came to him.
Right. But he likes quote unquote regular people. Like I run into people all the time. They say, "Hey, you know, I got a snapshot with Barry Sanders," and Barry's like, "Hey, it's my best buddy over here."
He seemed to open up the last couple years, like trying to become the Lions ambassador and stuff like that, and like showing up on the bus in those NFL commercials. And
well, that's after him and the Lions made up.
Okay,
they had their little divorce and everything. And so,
well, he divorced them. He sent them a fax from Europe.
Right, and then they paid him, and now he's an ambassador. He's all right. They're straight with each other.
That's good. I mean, he is a legend, but I am probably one of the only Detroit Lions fans that isn't in love with Barry Sanders.
Man, I need to know you when I was writing columns in the Detroit News. I used to get in trouble all the time with Lion fans. You don't treat Barry fairly. Barry's not that bad. And then when he left, people still defended him. And I said, this is your guy. He just abandoned you. Oh, the organization is so bad. I don't blame him. I would have left a long time ago. So Barry could do no wrong.
Yeah, to me, it's okay. You wanted to quit. That's fine. It's how he did it. And, you know, like, I've been a Lions fan my whole life. And there's very few situations where, you know, your hero turns into somebody that just doesn't give a shit about you or your team or anything like that. And to send a fax like right before training camp, not give us the full offseason, try to find a replacement, even if they knew he wasn't going to trade him, even if they knew he didn't love the organization anymore, he didn't give us ample opportunity to build out of that. And not that set us on this downward trend, because the Lions have never really been on an upward trend, but at the same time, that set them up for several years of trying to catch up to losing a Barry fucking Sanders.
Yeah, and the Lions were totally caught off guard because, do you know Reese Cup? They used to work for the Lions.
I think I know what you're talking about.
The day before training camp, he calls her and says, "What's that exit in Saginaw again to go to training camp?" And so she told him the exit. He says, "Okay." So the day before, he basically told him, "I'm going to be there." But here's my problem with Barry Sanders. When I used to go in that locker room, talk to Herman Moore, Johnny Morton, Lomas Brown at the time.
Hey, tell Herman to give me my money back, by the way. He owes me $50 still from the Super Bowl.
Herman is still stealing money from people? Yeah. No. Oh, man. Herm, what's up with you, bro? But anyway, they'd always say, you know, we got problems. I know we're winning, but we have some problems. And the Ford family doesn't listen to us. They don't care what we think. But if Barry talked to the Fords, if Barry went in there, that he could get something done. And they begged him, can you go and talk to the Fords? And he wouldn't do it. His whole thing, I'm here to run the football. That's it.
Right. And that's fine with me. I don't mind that. Hey, I'm here to do a job. I do my job to the best of my ability. But at some point, there's some accountability you got to have towards your team. And just, it showed a lack of integrity when he did that to me. And it honestly, as a fan, I was pissed. Obviously, I'm still not on the Barry Sanders bandwagon. And to see him, like when he first hopped on those NFL commercials where he's driving the bus for the Lions, like, come on, man. Like, you quit on this. You quit. And now you want to drive the bus? No, I don't want you to drive the bus, because then our next great player is going to follow you.
Guess what?
And it
I
did.
agree with you. Yes. Calvin Johnson followed. In a different way, Matthew Stafford sort of did the same thing.
He washed his hands.
But, you know, he at least allowed them to get some compensation. But Barry and Calvin just said, we out of here.
Right.
What's funny, though, is when I was watching Calvin's E60, he was telling all his teammates, he told his teammates, yo, y'all talking about him, it's my last year too. And everybody thought I was joking, but I was telling them all season, I'm done.
Yeah, and at least Calvin gave us that courtesy. And that's all, like, to me, that's the biggest difference. And that's why I really wasn't upset when Calvin retired. I was, because obviously we're losing the greatest wide receiver of a generation, but I wasn't because he did it like a man should. Like, hey, guys, this is my last season. I'm going to let you know now, during the offseason, you're going to have to replace me, which we were able to with a Marvin Jones, which was he's not Calvin Johnson, but at least we were able to get some traction moving forward in that offseason. So I didn't mind Calvin retiring like I did Barry.
But I'm going to defend Barry from this standpoint. The year before he retired, he told teammates, I think this is it for me. And then they talked about it and said, he's not leaving. And he didn't. The next year he left. But there were rumors in that locker room that Barry was thinking about.
Yeah, so the
leaving.
writing was on the wall.
Yeah, he was just tired. I think guys get tired of this organization. They look at it and say, you know, I'm a great player, but I have no hope here.
Right.
So get me somewhere else.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm probably one of the only Detroit Lions fans that if I saw Barry Sanders, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. It's Barry Sanders.
I ain't hating on you for that either.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that because I get a lot of hate. Like, yeah, I can't tell you how many arguments I've been in with people like, how could you not like Barry? And it's like, same reason I lost a lot of love for Ben Wallace when he left for a couple more million.
But you know what? People fought. You know, he was a great running back, but people fell for handing the ball to the ref. So this has got to be a classy guy. And I'm not saying he was unclassy, but he did screw the organization.
Yep.
But people hate the Lions, love the Lions so much that they forgave him and say, hey, if I was in the same position, I would have left too. So we're going to forgive Barry.
Right. Well, I'm glad he's back part of the organization. He is the greatest running back in our entire history, maybe the NFL history. So it's good to have him back on board. But it's always going to be tainted, my relationship with Barry Sanders, until he comes on the show and apologizes.
Next week.
Next week, Barry Sanders
right.
apologizes. Well, Terry, thank you for your time, man. I always love when you come on Thursdays and just kind of talk sports with us and give us some great insight onto everything you experience with your time reporting on people. So thank you so much for coming on, and you'll be filling in for Baligian and Bell today.
Yes, along with Corey.
I'm excited to see this. You two together, this is going to be great.
Oh, man, they about to ban this. Two brothers about to have this platform. It's over.
Yeah, there's, you don't get that much.
Ever.
Really? Like
not on local radio in Michigan. I mean, you will on ESPN or something like that.
Right.
But
has there ever been two black guys who do a sports show in Michigan or in Detroit?
Not in my lifetime.
Not in your lifetime?
I can't think of any.
Holy shit, we're doing history today, guys.
Unless they're on WJLB.
Yeah, for real.
Mr. Chase and Tune Up Man.
Right. Yeah. Somebody out there will think of it. Oh, there's two black guys that did this show. And
we're brothers. We're happy. Yeah, can we kick off the show with that song?
Sure, let's do that.
I used to love that so much. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it is time for Joey's News. Plus, we got Fish Facts coming up and the Dumbass of the Day on Woodward Sports.
You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Drake Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate. Oh, Bell's soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Pour that out.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's News.
Let's go.
Hey, we all got a new favorite Detroit Lion, and we got to welcome to Detroit officially Jamaal Williams, our newest running back. And we had the pleasure of talking with him, and Stick asked him on how he would bite off a kneecap.
I got to ask you to do one thing for me. If you were to bite off a kneecap, how would it look?
Me? Oh man! if I gotta take a kneecap, I'm doing it like a ninja assassin. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull out a little shuriken and just. I mean, like, you see me, coach.
Hey, you gotta love that. I'm so excited. Him and Dan Campbell in the same room is going to be too freaking amazing.
Yeah. That was such a fun interview that we were able to do with him. Like, just so much fun and so much energy. I just can't wait to see that guy on the field.
Yeah, so you can watch the entire interview. We're going to post it on our YouTube, so make sure you got Woodward Sports on your YouTube following list. And the Detroit Pistons, unfortunately, fall to the Indiana Pacers yet again, losing by 5. And former Wolverine, Caris LeVert, dropping 28 points on us. And that wasn't the craziest part of the night. We ended up trading at like 12:30 this morning, essentially, DeLon Wright to the Kings for Corey Joseph and 2 second-round draft picks. So it's going to be a lot of moves happening today because the NBA trade deadline is at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, do you think the Pistons are going to make any more moves? I know we mentioned Plumlee earlier, but outside of Plumlee, you think anybody else is on the move?
Wayne Ellington, he's been balling out, so I think he's definitely got some draft value. But besides that, who else do you think, Corey?
That's just really it. We keep hearing these Jeremy Grant rumors. I will tell you right now, I would be a very, very sad Pistons fan if Jeremy Grant is traded for just about anything, because you're going to have to try to get another Jeremy Grant type later on down the line. You got him on the cheap right now.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to see Jeremy Grant gone. I think he was a great bargain, and if he gets more value, we could trade him for more next year. I don't think
that's where I'm kind of like, if you want to trade him next year, fine. This year, no.
Right, you're just starting to establish value with this guy, but injuries happen, and you never know what's going to happen. So, I don't know. I go back and forth on that. I guess you got to get some value while you can. But
now, with that Boston deal, I will say this: if they package those same picks, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm just saying, if they were to package those picks and add a Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown attached to it, then okay.
I mean, we got enough second-round picks to buy the whole damn league right now. So
they're not doing that, Corey. That's way too much. I'll do that in a
They're
heartbeat.
not going to do it. I'm just saying that would get me to move on from Jeremy Grant.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the best player we got on the Pistons. Who do you guys think Charles Barkley picks as his best player in the world?
I couldn't believe this.
Right now, no disrespect to LeBron or Giannis or anybody, James Harden might be the best basketball player in the world.
James Harden.
Wow, I was not expecting you to say that.
I say he is the most awesome offensive player I've ever seen. Listen, Michael and Kobe were better players from the guard standpoint, but as far as offensively, they couldn't shoot threes like him. They were not as great as dribbling the basketball, going to the basket, getting fouled. I mean, this guy, every time he goes to the basket, he's going to hit somebody and get 2 free throws. But we got to give that guy credit, man. He is an offensive machine.
He is a machine on offense. That is true. And I will give James Harden all the credit in the world, but including him in the same sentence as Kobe and Jordan, stretch.
I think that's where it's stuck in your craw, because had he removed Kobe and Jordan, everything else he said it's plausible.
Well, and if he would have said best scorer in the world, not best player in the world, I think that, to me, then it's like, oh, best scorer? Okay, we can have that conversation, But honestly, I think Durant's just as good of a scorer as Harden is.
No. When Durant is healthy, Durant is the best everything.
Yes. He's the prototype.
Everything.
But he even says best player in the world over LeBron and Giannis in that first reference. Do you even think that's factual?
No. If I'm starting a team today, James Harden's not even on the top 10 list.
Right.
I would take him. I wouldn't take James Harden over LeBron, but over Giannis, I'm in between, because just like I've seen Giannis disappear, just like I've seen James Harden disappear in the postseason, Giannis will have some duds here and there too. So it's, for that conversation, more so how I'm building my team. But, just when it comes to Giannis and James.
You got more news, Joey?
No, that's all,
that's
all I got.
Yeah, we're still in Joey's news.
You guys both looking at me.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Got to give a shout out to Grow Green. They are doing an awesome event tomorrow from 1 to 5 at their facility in Whitmore Lake, and they are doing a clone trade. So if you're a grower and you're wanting some new strands in your garden, this is the time to get it done. Reputable growers will be out there, so you're going to get some strong genetics. So if you got something that you want to trade, you can take them out there. It's from 1 to 5 tomorrow at Grow Green, which is in Whitmore Lake. Give them a call, 810-299-2900. And make sure when you're out there you mention Woodward Sports, because not only will you get to be able to trade clones, you get a free t-shirt too, which is always fun. And Grow Green's got some awesome stuff, and we're trying to plan some stuff with them for opening day too, right, Joey?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Listen, Grow Green takes over the city, and they will be taking over opening day with us. So I'm excited about that.
Yep. Once again, we'll be at the Brass Rail for opening day. I'm very much looking forward to that. Did you guys see Chase Claypool? Anybody else see this fight? Do we have that video? All right. This is Chase Claypool, wide receiver. They'll point him out in a minute. So he's a wide receiver, obviously, for Pittsburgh. Hold on. It's just a melee right now, so you really can't tell who he is. I thought he was the dude in the yellow shirt at first, but that's not him. Wait for it.
It's a clean shirt.
Here he comes. There he is. You see him in the back with the all black on?
Yep.
Now watch. He's not really doing shit. He's just kind of like breaking stuff up. But you'd expect a professional football player to have a little more force than this. But then he kicks the dude right in the head, and they start chasing Chase Claypool. And then chubby white dude falls to the ground trying to fight a professional athlete.
Let's be real. You get that opportunity where Chase Claypool comes in and does anything like that, you got the right to go back at him. Who wouldn't want that opportunity to just go whoop his ass like that?
But to me, like, Claypool, he just comes in and he does this cheap shot here. Look at it. Like, the fight's on the ground. It has nothing to do with him. Then he just gives him a kick to the head.
Right.
And that's when things explode. What the hell is going on with Pittsburgh and their wide receivers?
Damn, you stole the question.
Sorry, Corey. But what the hell? I mean, you got Antonio Brown flaking out. Juju he's not a flake, but he's definitely not professional. Now Claypool's going and kicking dudes in the head.
That was disappointing to see. Not off of a whole fight standpoint, but the dude is on the ground. Why you gotta kick him in the effing head? Like, that is just low. And regardless of whatever's going on.
And honestly, like, I feel like you're a professional athlete. You train in the weight room all the time. For you to not be able to walk into that fight with a bunch of non-athletes and just throw people around like they're nothing, he came across kind of weak in that fight.
He did. He was on the edge the whole time and then comes in with one little whoop.
Yep, boop, kick you right in the face.
And I'm also trying to figure out, if you're going to get involved, why not fully get involved? Like, if you're not going to get involved, I would actually appreciate you not getting involved because you're an NFL wide receiver and because you don't need to be jeopardizing yourself or your contract unless it's like self-defense, of course. That right there was not self-defense. That just looked like a punk move. Like, all right, I'm going to pick my spot. I don't want to get physical, but, I'm going to get my lick and I'm going to kick him in the head. I was weak.
It was weak. And when athletes get in fights like that, I just don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh. And how do they keep good wide receivers on the staff? I mean, for me, fantasy-wise, it's good because I have James Washington on my dynasty team, and he doesn't get the love he deserves. He should get more balls, but because I have Chase Claypool, he's not getting them. So Chase Claypool get suspended, and maybe James Washington will show out for me in fantasy football.
It's just like the reason. Like, well, what's the why to that? I don't get I don't get why he's got to do that. It's just pure stupidity.
The reason Joey and I are laughing is because that's like McCarty's thing. Darren McCarty, it's all about the why. He wants to know the why. And
I'm on D-Mac's side. I need D-Mac to break this down. Like, it's all about the why.
Right. And it's true. Like, honestly, when you think about it, like, it makes you dive deeper into things that are happening. Like, okay, Chase Claypool did this, but why did he do
like,
it?
That's your boy? Okay, but get in there more aggressively. Stand up for your boy.
Yeah, dude, honestly, if you're my boy and you're on the ground getting your ass kicked, I'm coming in there like nobody's business. Like, we're throwing people around. We're getting violent. I'm not just walking by and casually kicking a dude in the head.
It just looks so weak.
Yeah. So weak. So weak. So I just wanted to play that because I saw that video and I was like, what the fuck is Chase Claypool doing here? So obviously he's going to get suspended by the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
How many games do you think he's going to get for that?
For that kick, I'm thinking about no more than 3.
3? Yeah, that's fair. 3-game suspension.
And bench his ass,
for nothing.
That was weak.
For nothing.
That was weak.
And everybody in the locker room better call him out for that for the rest of his life. Like, man, if you're going to get in a bar fight, get in the bar fight. No such thing as halfway crooks, man. You just get in there. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, it is almost 9:50, so that means Fish's Facts are coming up next on the Woodward Sports Network.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Is it time? Yeah, it is. Fish!
Go fish. Fish Facts.
It's fish!
Every morning about this time, we bring on intern Fish, who is ready for opening day with his Tigers get up. Man, I've never seen you rock that shirt before. You're normally in your hoodies.
Yeah, I chose to wear this because it gets hot in here, so I try to be somewhat aware of it being 50,000 degrees.
All right. Well, Fish, what do you got for your facts today, man?
We had NBA last night, as always in March, and we go to some NBA March Madness. And what I mean by that is the Charlotte Hornets. They have been, they're now 4th in the East. The Hawks have dropped from 4th to 7th. And in the Eastern Conference, seeds 4 to 9 are separated by 2 games.
Dang, that's close.
So
tight race.
Everyone says March Madness is NCAA. Well, it's in the NBA now.
Yeah, the West is kind of looking like that too now, especially with LA that's going to be falling down the ranks here soon. Like they were only, 6 games out of being out of the playoffs altogether.
Yeah, Lakers not looking. They'll still make the playoffs, but it's not going to be easy for them. Same thing happened when LeBron got injured on Christmas, I believe 2019, when they did that and that drilled their season. So, Stick, that shows you how important LeBron is.
Yeah.
Tell him, Fish.
He is important.
Fish is coming
he just
at
can't do it by
today.
himself.
Oh, well, he's got to have people to do it, though. I mean, if he's not there, the Lakers don't win.
He's got, exactly.
You know who else doesn't win, Fish? Anybody
Me?
that argues with a LeBron hater.
Oh.
Like
Not
Stick.
a LeBron hater. I'm a
You're the
LeBron
biggest
realist.
LeBron hater.
Y'all LeBron slappies.
You're
That's
a
the
LeBron
difference.
hater.
Realist. Dude needed Wade to win his first championship, whether you like it or not.
All right.
Dude needed to bring 2 number 1 overall draft picks to Cleveland, plus Kevin Love to win another championship.
Okay, he may have needed them, but he still won.
But he couldn't do it.
Without them, I don't know if they would have won. Justin Wade and Bosh.
Because that's not what a team's all about.
How did LeBron
effort.
do
It's not what
before
basketball's
that?
And you
about.
got to remember
How did LeBron
LeBron's
do-
block in 2016. Let's not forget about LeBron's
How did LeBron
block.
do before then? Did
That
he ever
led
win a
to Irving
championship?
Free.
Could he do it in Cleveland? Could he build it by himself
There's a
in Cleveland?
million other
could not. I'll
amazing
agree with that.
basketball players. Like Zion's your favorite player. You say he's the best player in the NBA right now. Has he won?
Dude, this is his second year.
His second year,
Okay,
Joey.
you're saying
What are
it
you
doesn't
doing?
matter. The way you break things down just makes no sense. That's what the team is all about.
It's breaking down history and actually what happened. LeBron couldn't
LeBron
get
got
it done in
rings.
Cleveland.
LeBron
he
got
had to
rings.
run to Miami to go get a ring with Wade,
And
who
look how that
already
did.
had one.
Look how that did.
Right, did great.
Resulted. He got his win.
Right, but
That's
he
all that
couldn't do
matters.
it without jumping on
That's
Wade's
okay.
cape.
That's okay.
It's not okay.
It's okay. Still going to go down as one of the greatest basketball players,
As
if
he
not
should.
the
Nobody's
greatest
arguing
basketball
that.
player of
Just
all
saying
time.
he can't do it without jumping on somebody else's bandwagon.
Totally agree.
Good conversation. Let's move north, or actually this year we're moving south. Toronto Raptors are in Tampa, and Kyle Lowry did very well last night. He had a plus 42 tonight,
or
last night. That is the second highest plus minus by any player this season. That's the second highest in Raptors franchise history.
Wow. Yeah, that's. I mean, plus 42. You're having a good game.
Yeah, it's very good, and Kyle Lowry deserves that. I like him. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Rumor is that might have been his last game.
With the Raptors?
Yep.
So he's going to get traded by 3 o'clock today?
He may get traded, yeah. So we will see if he
Bring
gets
him
traded.
to Detroit. I like Lowry.
It just hasn't been right with him over there in Toronto. It really hasn't.
I mean, they won their championship, then Kawhi left, and it's been, they're never going to be that team again.
No, they won't. I like when they win the championship. It is March 25th. I always forget. It's March 25th.
You just like doing that,
And,
Fish. Show off that nice
no,
watch you got.
Well, it's not a nice watch. March 25th, on this day, the Masters golf started in Augusta, Georgia. 1934 was the first ever Masters tournament, and it was won by Horton Smith with a 20-foot birdie on the 17th to then win it on the 18th. So, any Masters fans, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
April 10th weekend.
And he beat Craig Wood in 1934. The good old Craig Wood.
Oh, you know Craig Wood?
I have no clue who that is,
okay.
but I just read it.
I was hoping you did not know who he was. And then, good old Tiger Woods. After his accident happened, but this was back in 2013, when he returned to #1 in the world of golf after stuff that happened in his past.
Yeah, that was a rough patch for Tiger. And Tiger's had such a interesting and awesome story. Like, you don't usually root for people who cheated on their wife and like ruined their family, but you find yourself rooting for Tiger Woods always, and I don't know why.
That's the thing. I mean, people make mistakes in their life, obviously, and he made some big mistakes in his life. But listen, at the end of the day, he's still a human being, and you got to treat them with the same love. And he carried himself well after all of that too.
Right. So
Hope a speedy recovery. Just a few more. Follow up on the cricket from yesterday. Yesterday, we learned Cameron Bancroft on this day in 2018 after he pulled some sandpaper out of his pants to try to let the ball swing in flight. So the next day happened, which is today. In 2018, Steve Smith gets a one-match ban for admitting that they tampered. He would later get a 1-year ban and come back in 2019. And then he would get out in England a couple months after that, and the crowd would have sandpaper waving him goodbye.
Trolling him?
Cool. Yep, trolling him.
That's awesome. It's just like the Astros in the trash cans.
We have a birthday to report today.
All right, whose birthday?
1982. It is a woman. Danica Patrick.
Hey!
Happy birthday.
It is her birthday.
Aaron Rodgers' ex.
Yeah, good point.
We have a bigger birthday today. Big Sean's birthday.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And, I forgot, it's Justin Spiro's birthday today.
Oh, even bigger birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Justin.
Happy birthday, everyone. We have a wedding to report. George Foreman's wedding's today.
George Foreman?
Yeah, George Foreman.
All
the
right.
professional boxer, 1985.
Oh. She just married him for that grill money. Is it his anniversary or is it his wedding today?
No, it's wedding anniversary.
Oh,
1985 wedding anniversary.
Okay, all right.
I'm like, who the hell is he pulling these days?
Yeah, I was like, damn, George Foreman's getting married today? That's crazy.
Sorry, wedding anniversary.
All right.
On March 20, I gotta look again. March 25, 1985.
Thank you so much for that,
was
Fish.
his wedding.
Yes.
Could not live today without knowing that, Fish.
So he boxed, then he made some good grills.
Yeah, he did. So thank you, Fish, for coming on with your Fish's facts and random facts of today. Like, I wouldn't have known it was George Foreman's anniversary if it wasn't for Fish. So, Joey, it is now time for Dumbass of the Day.
To present the award,
it is Joey.
It is time. Dumbass
of the day.
Why would you do that? And the loser is...
Who's the loser of today, Joey?
What's the most girls you smashed in one day, Stick?
I'm not answering that question.
What? So
why would you even set me up like that, bro?
Listen. Listen. Pre-marriage, everything is all fair game. It doesn't matter. But no, I just wanted to start it off by that because like that could be something that's like a little bit of a higher number, right?
1.
What's the most arrests you've had in one day? Setting you up again.
Yeah. Why are you doing this to me, bro?
Dude, listen to this guy.
Like, what the fuck?
29-year-old Robert was pulled over on Sunday driving with a suspended license and with the bag of crack.
Ooh.
He was arrested and given a court summons. Later that day, same cop pulled over a different vehicle and Robert was driving the same vehicle. He had another bag of crack on him, plus some heroin this time around, and was arrested again, given another court summons. First off, explain these court summons to me, because I got no clue how the hell there's court summons like that, and you're back on the road and you're allowed to drive.
Yeah, you just take the crack and let them go. That's just a normal standard operating procedure, right?
Okay. Well, listen.
Where was this? Florida?
This next, it sounds like a Florida man.
It's got to be Florida.
It's got to be. But the same evening, Robert was pulled over by a different cop.
Jesus.
Who gave him a DUI, resulting in his third arrest in one day, and the DUI was obviously the cherry on top.
I'll tell you this. Say what you want about crackheads. They are active. Very active.
And consistent.
Yeah.
What I need to know where that's at so I can know to never go there and call 911 because apparently they just let repeat offenders just go all willy-nilly.
3 in one day. Like, I don't get how, especially with crack and all that like that.
I've gotten 2 tickets in a day before.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, do you just show the first ticket?
No, I mean, they're different offenses. Like, I was speeding in 2 different places. You should have learned from the first time.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Damn, that's messed up. That's a dick cop.
No, like when I was like 16, I had to get my license suspended and all that stuff. I think every 16-year-old does, right? Did you get yours suspended, Joey?
I didn't get my license until I was 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I didn't want to pay for driver's ed.
I didn't get my license suspended until the Governor Granholm did that punk-ass driver's responsibility fee, and that was that ruined my life for a couple of years.
Yeah. I remember having my license suspended but still driving, though. Just didn't give a shit when I was 16, 17. It's like,
But you know what? I got to say something, man. I'm disappointed in Fish for these Fish facts for one thing. He forgot the biggest fact of all of them today.
What's that?
Today is the day that Robin Givens demanded full access to Mike Tyson's money.
Oh, that is an interesting fact.
That's the fact that needs to be talked about.
Oh, man. Poor Mike. Poor Mike. I feel so bad. Like, I just want to give Mike Tyson a hug and say, I'm sorry. And, like, for everything that bad that's ever happened to you, I'm sorry.
I'm still laughing. Did we talk about Brad Pitt earlier? Wasn't that Brad Pitt that he said he pulled up to his crib and Brad Pitt was in the car with Robin Givens and he was like scared shitless?
No, was it?
Yeah, I think let's Google that story. I believe he said it was like that's when he found out, you know, him and Robin was done. He's pulled that back up to his crib and Robin Givens was with Brad Pitt.
That's awesome. So thank you guys for waking up with the Morning Woodward Show this morning. We'll be back on tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. It's Friday, so we're pretty much just going to do a Sweet 16 preview because Michigan's playing. And
I forgot about college basketball, I swear.
That's why I don't like this week off between the tournament games. It really just kills the momentum.
The game should have been today.
Today, right. Today, not tomorrow or Sunday because that's when Michigan's playing Sunday even.
A Tuesday. It's going to be Tuesday basketball games for NBA is fine. College? No, it's got to be weekend.
All right. So you guys have a great Thursday. Baligian and Bell are both out, so we're going to have Foster and Woods coming up next.
Inaugural edition.
I love that. Yeah, I love this. This is going to be so much fun. And I got to say happy birthday to Art, not our Art, my sister's Art. It's also his birthday, too. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your Thursday.